What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I just want to go through the new €300 that I've invested into my trading 2-on-2 portfolio, and in the meantime I just want to kind of start working around with the iMovie app as well, so it's kind of one of the purposes of today's video also. Now bear in mind that I still don't have the Canon camera that I'm going to be buying the next week or so. So until then, I'm still without a camera to actually record myself, and also I'm still without a proper mic. So apologies in advance if the audio isn't great, but as I said, this is kind of more of a work in progress and kind of more of a test video to go through. So just to kind of get used to the iMovie features. Obviously, there won't be any crazy editing or anything in this. It's just kind of very bog standard, just basically getting used to the iMovie feature. So before we get into today's video, I just want to say thanks very much to the 242 people that have subscribed to this channel thus far. And if you haven't done so already, it would be brilliant if you consider subscribing to this channel, as it would really help me out in the long term. I find it very inspiring that, for example, in my summary tab on my Google Analytics, that in the last 28 days, we've had a 1.9k view increase, which accumulates out to a staggering 999% increase, which is brilliant, really. In watch time hours, we're up 77.6 hours, which is an increase of 853% since the prior 28 days. So again, that's brilliant, and thanks very much for the continued support. I know the videos haven't been up to scratch in regards to editing and excitement, I suppose you could say, in a way, but in the coming weeks and months, this will definitely improve once I get the Canon camera, and I also start sorting out my editing as well, so bear with me with that. So as I said at the beginning of today's video, I invested a further €300 in the stock market today, which brings my total overall portfolio to €2,704. I deposited €100 into each of my three portfolios. So I have my dividend portfolio, my ETF portfolio, and my growth portfolio. So first up, we have my dividend portfolio. And as you can see, there is 20 companies in this portfolio overall. The current value is €1,101. You can see we are currently up €1.88 or 0.17 in the green. We can go through briefly the companies here. So we have Johnson & Johnson. I have €87 invested. Coca-Cola, we have €88. PepsiCo, €87. AbbVie, €86. Procter & Gamble, €89. Pfizer, €89. JP Morgan & Chase, €77. Bank of America, €76. Goldman Sachs, €75. Walt Disney, €53. McDonald's, €56. Target, €44. Walmart, €42. Realty Income, €33. 3M, €22. AT&T, €21. Caterpillar, €22. Waste Management, €22. And then we have two energy stocks, ExxonMobil, €10, and Chevron, €10. So the second portfolio I have is the ETF portfolio, and I'm currently €512 invested into this ETF. We're currently up €1.36 or 0.27%. Now, as it stands, I have, as I said, 100% of this ETF portfolio is weighted to the Vanguard S&P 500. But down the line, I might even reduce it to say 70 or 80%, and maybe, for example, put 10% ETF into the Irish Stock Exchange, as obviously I'm from Ireland, and I might put 10% into the All World kind of FTSE ETF as well. So just to kind of spread out my risk, as majority, in fact all of my investments as it stands is in the US stock market. So it's definitely something worth looking into in the coming weeks and months. And the third portfolio we have is the growth portfolio. As it stands, we currently just have 6 holdings in this portfolio, with the holdings worth €1,089. We are currently down €10 or 0.94%. And again, as these kind of growth portfolios be a lot more volatile than the dividend and the ETF portfolios, this doesn't faze me one bit, as I'll be dollar cost averaging, so I nearly guarantee in the coming months that this will be in the green just like all the other portfolios, because your dollar cost average, it's quite hard in the long term to actually be in the red. So we'll just see how it goes. So the 6 companies are Amazon. I have €213 invested. Apple, €219. With Facebook, we have €212. Alphabet Class A, €214. Microsoft is 163. Now we notice the top 5 of these, they're all in the red. That's because in the last few weeks, there's been kind of a tech bubble as such, which is expected. But because we dollar cost averaging, when these shares fall, and which they have, and if they fall even further, I'll be getting in at a better price on the average when a dollar costs down. So that's kind of one of the perks of kind of investing a few hundred here every kind of few weeks. So you're going to get a more overall encompassing price instead of, let's say if we put in let's say we put in €10,000 today, the market could be way up and tomorrow could crash. Whereas if you put in 200 a week, it kind of encompasses an overall average, which is definitely better than long-term investing, and it's a lot less volatile. And the 6th company here is Tesla, and it's currently up a staggering 20.84% already. And when I say already, this portfolio was only kind of started about a week or so ago, so to be up 20% in one stock, it's quite a lot, to be honest. It's definitely the most they've been up so far, which is great to see. But as I said, overall, in a few weeks, the stock will go crashing down. Because of dollar cost averaging, I'll get a better price overall. So that's definitely the way I'll be going forward. So that's just a kind of brief little update of my portfolio this week and where it stands. And as I said, the kind of main reason for this video wasn't the portfolio as such. It was just kind of getting used to using the MacBook Pro and the iMovie itself. And again, as I stated at the start of the video, in the next week or so, I'll have a camera so you can see me at the bottom right hand screen of the right hand side of the screen, which would be great as well. As I feel that when you're creating a video, it's very important to actually have the viewer to be able to see you in person, as it's a lot more engaging, I believe. So that being said, that brings the end to today's video. I hope that you found that the video has increased in quality a slight percent so far, and obviously in the next few weeks it's going to drastically increase in performance. So with that being said, thanks very much guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.